What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. Um, Link will be in the description box below as usual. This video is entitled Reasons Why He Hit It and Quit It. Some of the ladies, if there's stereotypical reasons, we're not going to do that today, though. Because if I state the stereotypical reasons first, some of y'all just going to check out and not listen to the rest. So I want to explain to you there are other reasons why guys hit it and quit it. That are beyond the stereotypical reason. So let's get into it. One of them is you presented yourself as a sex object. So some of you ladies may get upset that a guy hit it and quit it, but you presented yourself as a sex object to him. So he didn't think you were more, tripping. He didn't think that you were more than anything but a sex partner. And what this comes from is, there's a difference between a woman who's sexy and a woman who's a sex object. And I gotta tell you that, what winds up happening is a lot of you ladies think you're being sexy when you're presenting yourself as a sex object. You gotta remember something about guys. We know the difference because there are women from low class to high class who sell their bodies for money, and they're prostitutes, they're sex objects. And if you pattern yourself, your sexiness after that, you're giving off that's what you are. Nothing more, nothing less. So one of the reasons that he hit it and quit it is because he saw you as a sex object. Now, let's go a little further. Some of you ladies only are one-trick ponies when it comes to sex. That's why he hit it and quit it. And I'm going to get into some deeper things in a second. What I mean by that is some of you don't make yourselves look as sex objects. But some of you are lazy as far as, you don't do much in a relationship or to cultivate a relationship. The goal is when he has sex with me, he has me. But you've shown nothing to him. So he's going to hit it and quit it because you're a one-trick pony. Sex is the carrot that you were dangling. And once he gets to sex, there's nothing else to keep him there. Let's go a little bit further. He hit it and quit it because you made him jump through hoops to get the sex, but he has to jump through hoops to having sex with you also. And some of y'all don't realize y'all attach those two things. I'll be yours if you really like me, you do this. If you really like me, you do this and this. If you really like me, you do this, and this. And this is the jumping through hoops. You're always moving the goalposts. You take that into your sex life. Once you take off your clothes and get ready to have sex, now, I'll be yours if you do this. Oh, but I'm uncomfortable with you now, so I can only do this. And don't get me wrong. There's a certain amount of decorum and awkwardness with having sex with somebody for the first time. I get you're not just gonna throw all caution to the wind. But if you operate in the same way during sex that you did before sex, what it looks like is you're stalling. So because you have nothing to offer, so you keep putting the ball in another person's court. Like, I promise I'm going to show up and show out when you do this. Okay, I didn't think you was going to do that. So how about this and this? And you're doing the same thing with your sex. And to some degree, some of you ladies are unsatisfied sexually because of that. It's not just the men ain't hitting it right. Y'all having sex with these guys, and you keep moving the goalposts, and he doesn't. You got to make a decision before us, because once we make this, you know what? She don't know what she's doing. She don't know what she want. I'm moving on. That's how it really ends. He gonna hit it and quit it. Bam. One of the reasons he hit it and quit it is because you're not a good person. And I'm gonna get into this part of it on this half of this video. Is I'm trying to say some women live under that ideology that you are morally superior to men, or you're smarter than men. And you bring that into your interactions with men, and it comes back to bite you in the butt. The reason I'm saying that is because you're lazy when it comes to being a good person to a man, because you treat him as if he's already inferior to you morally or mentally. So one of the reasons he hit it and quit it is because you can't recognize you're not a good person. You know, that's the and part of that argument is the one where a guy can, if a guy has sex with you and he keeps coming back, but he doesn't necessarily want to be around you, he's only calling for sex. That's because the sex is great, but you're not a great person. You know, so he doesn't really want to be around you on a day-to-day basis. And some of you ladies don't really get that. It's like, you know, he's just using me. And he's like, well, you're just using him. You know, and that's how he feels. Like, he has a fetish for your sex, but he hates you as a person. He doesn't like you. You know, and some of y'all bossiness and bad bitch mentality and you know, overly Christian, you know, overly religious contradiction doesn't bode well with us. Because if you were all of these good, moral, angelic things, you would be nicer to people. You would have better manners. You would have better etiquette. You would have a better spirit. You would have a better energy, and thus you would have better actions. You would actually do things that to keep people in your life and not do the things that run people out of your life. Now, one of the reasons he hit it and quit it, this was for you single mothers out there. You're not a good mother. See, the not a good person thing, you know, I'm going to attribute that just for the single ladies, even though that goes for single women and women with children. But one of the reasons he hit it and quit it is because you're not a good mother. He sees you're not a good mother. He didn't notice that dating you. But now he's with you, he's having sex with you, and he's like, he's seeing the way you treat your kids, how your kids live. You don't teach them anything. You know, you're always adversarial. You got the baby daddy issues, and he doesn't want that in his life. So he hits it and quit it. It's like, no, thank you. Another reason why he hit it and quit it is some of y'all like drama, okay? And sometimes the drama is a turn on for sex, but it's a turn off for a man having peace in his household. And the reason he hit it and quit it is because you couldn't stop with the drama. Nobody wants to have an argument every day. And when guys are talking to you and getting to know you, he's starting to see, damn, you got up this morning aggravated. You're on the phone every day. I'm going to tell you one more time. And you on the Bluetooth. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, she clapping it. That, you know, you always in it. You're always gossiping. You're always doing this, that, and the third that has to do being in the middle of some drama. And he doesn't want to be in the drama. Because he knows if he's in a relationship with you, guess what? The drama that you into everybody else is going to be squarely on his shoulders. So he's like, nah, I got to do that. I got to bounce. Another reason he hit it and quit it because he changed his mind about you. You know, contrary to popular belief, men are very patient with women. Very patient. Like because we're the ones who approach you, we're the ones who dating you, we're the ones who taking our time and money to actually get to know you, right? And when the veil comes down, sometimes we change our minds. You know, sometimes you can have sex and get bored with the person, right? But or it's just an accomplishment of hitting it, whatever. But a lot of times guys quit it because they change their mind about you. Like they can't see themselves with you long term. You know, and I'm gonna get into that so y'all understand what I'm talking about. Because sometimes, you know, we talk about he just because he wanted the sex, he got the sex, he bounced. Yeah, that does happen. But there's another aspect of it. When we see you in your nakedness and we lay with you, we can tell if you want us. So if you don't want us, we have no reason to keep being there. You could people, everybody, a lot of people have had sex with people that they didn't want. And it's a difference between having sex with a person that you lust for and a person you actually want. So when you're having sex with a person, you get that energy, oh, this person really don't want me like that. They're not into me like that. And sometimes when you're having sex, you can tell by the way they're having sex with you that they're not into you like that. So it's like, okay, after this is over, it's over with. You know, just an aspect that people seem to forget about. And I would say, adding to that, some guys hit it and quit it because they recognize that you're having sex with somebody else while you're having sex with them. You know, you're having sex with your ex, or you're having sex with the fantasy of another guy in your head. They can tell you're not having sex with them. So, you know, he hit it and then he quit. Like, yeah, don't worry about it. Because a lot of times y'all say we don't have feelings in this, but when we recognize things, we just move on. We don't express it. And y'all just left like, what happened? Well, these are some of the things that's part of the what happened that you weren't hearing. We out.